Hi, my name's Matt James Wallace. This is my Nissan Skyline R32 GT-R. It's a 1993 model. Car makes around 730 horsepower at the wheels. We do that running about 25 PSI boost. Probably not massive in GT-R numbers, but it's the right amount of horsepower for what I do. I use it for Tarmac Rally, hill climbs, and a little bit of circuit. Car's had a lot of modifications over a long period of time. It's now running a Nitto Performance 3.2 litre engine, PPG billet sequential 6-speed box, Nismo diff in the rear, Quay from the front, Alcon brakes all around, and of course we've got Bosch Motorsport ABS. So the car itself is obviously from the late 1980s era, and because of that it had ABS out of the factory, but it's 1980s, 1990s type sort of technology. Sometimes we find in really challenging circumstances that the ABS would get a little bit confused, which is not a good feeling when you put your foot on the brake and the car's not pulling up like you think it would. Yeah, I think the thing that surprised me most about Bosch Motorsport ABS when I put it in, how different it was to the standard ABS. It's designed to favour stopping power over stability because it expects that you're the guy behind the wheel and you're going to be able to control it. So it has a very different strategy compared to your normal road-going ABS. So some of the courses that we are on, obviously being street courses, they aren't all flat surfaces, perfectly flat surfaces. There's lots of bumps and off-camber and potholes or loose gravel in some areas. And so that's where the ABS really helps to give you that extra bit of confidence, I suppose. Obviously it helps with the actual performance in braking up to a corner, but it also helps with giving the driver that bit of confidence so you can push that a little bit harder. I think Bosch Motorsport ABS is going to be useful to pretty much any driver. It's one less thing to think about locking up brakes when you're trail braking into a corner at speed. You've got less chance of locking up a tyre and flat spotting a tyre, so it kind of pays for itself there straight away. And just the extra safety that it brings to grassroots motorsport, where you aren't necessarily talking about professional drivers and teams and a lot of money backing them up. You've got to keep that car on the road. And then of course there are situations where cars out in front of you might put down a little bit of oil. Anything unexpected that you're not going to be ready for, you've got that extra safety net with the ABS. So in the car I've actually got a dial I can adjust to tune the severity of the ABS and how it works. It's a matter of picking the setting that feels best to the driver. Number 7 setting also has an extra feature, particularly around bumpy surfaces. And that really suits, of course, a lot of the hill climbs and street courses that we do. One of the other nice things about the Bosch Motorsport ABS is it has a CAN interface, and we've made use of that to connect to the Motec M130 ECU. And we're logging a lot of interesting data. We've got GPS speed of the car, so we can see how fast the car's going. And you'll see brake pressure get applied, then you'll see ABS activate, and then you'll actually watch the individual wheel speeds start dropping below the speed of the car. When you're watching the graph, all of the wheel speeds are matching the car speed, and then they start dipping, and you can see all the individual wheels going at 10-15 k an hour slower than the car trying to pull it up. I have to thank TuneCorp in Maddington. Shannon and the boys down there did just a fantastic job of installing the Bosch Motorsport ABS. We also had some great technical support from Ash at 909 Motorsport with particular sensors and brackets to install into the 32 GT-R. There's a mid-year rally sprint coming up in July, and there's also a next event in September where there'll be Ellenbrook Street Race and Malaga Street Race, which we're looking forward to. So if anything, we're probably just going to play with suspension setup, fresh set of tyres, and go out and learn the car a bit more.